a Teven Jenkins sighting. Yes, that's right. Teven Jenkins, the Chicago Bears' second-year offensive lineman, returned to practice after missing over 7 practices. And we finally got to see him actually out there. So let's talk about it. Let's discuss what is going on, y'all. Faiz Sports Style back at it with another video talking, of course, NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. So if you're a Bears fan, hit the big red subscribe button down below. Make sure to follow me on all my social media platforms. As always, guys, hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I drop a new video. All right, so Teven Jenkins, as I mentioned, returned to practice, and let me just mention to you guys what he actually did. So mainly was in individual drills, was in a limited capacity doing some group work, but mainly limited to individual drills. And he was standing on the sideline during in uniform during some team drills. And here's the thing with Teven Jenkins, he wouldn't disclose why he was out. All right, he had a press conference, met with the media, and we still didn't find out the reason why Teven Jenkins was missing from all these practices. The assumption is that it was an injury, but we don't know what injury it was. Was it something from his back that flared up after he missed all that time last season, or was it something else? Either which way, he wasn't willing to disclose it, and neither was the team. And if you watch the press conference from Teven Jenkins, boy, body language wise, you could tell something is up. I mean, he looked downright depressed, right? And look, he said all the right things, like, I'm here, the Bears drafted me, I'm all in for this team, but the enthusiasm wasn't there. And so I talked about the Teven Jenkins situation a few videos ago when the news broke that, the Bears are looking to maybe shop him. He could be in some trade rumors, and teams are calling the Bears to ask for Teven Jenkins. And I basically said that this new regime is not sold on him because he wasn't drafted by them. He was drafted by the previous regime and Ryan Pace and Matt Nagy. And so to me, here's the thing with Teven Jenkins. He has to earn back any sort of trust, and he has to earn playing time. And we're talking about a second-round pick here. All right, we're not talking about a 7th-round pick. We're talking about a second-round pick that the Bears traded up for. Again, the previous regime did, not the current one. But basically, he is pretty much starting from scratch. And so as far as, what I think happens here, I don't see Teven Jenkins starting on the offensive line for the Bears. Now, I could be wrong about that, but as of right now and what I've basically been seeing and reading about training camp, the 5 spots are, for the most part, left tackle Braxton Jones, who's been very impressive. He's ran with the ones all training camp, and he's been, rock solid. So I don't see that changing, even though he is a rookie. Left guard's Cody Whitehair, who's now losing his spot. Center has been Sam Musfer, but that's obviously because Lucas Patrick is out dealing with an injury. When Patrick comes back, that's his spot. Right guard is Michael Schofield, and right tackle is Riley Reef. So you tell me, with those 2 veterans on the right side of the line, where Teven Jenkins is going to be in terms of being a starter, right? All of a sudden, can he play center? So I don't really think so. And so to me, he's going to be a backup for the Bears to probably start the season. And until he ramps up here, I don't see, him contributing big for this team. It's kind of sad because of the draft capital that we used on this guy. But at this point, all I'm concerned about is him just being available, right? His lack of availability has been the biggest thing. Forget about talking about if he's a good offensive lineman or not. He hasn't even been available for this team. So to me, first step, let's get this guy to actually be available. Let's keep him healthy, and then we'll sort out if he needs to obviously start or not, and we'll go from there. But go look at the press conference. Tell me I'm not lying here. Teven Jenkins looked a little depressed, and there's something going on besides an injury here. I'm trying to figure out what it is and trying to pinpoint it, but there is something else going on here. But hopefully it gets resolved real soon. But Teven Jenkins, good sign to see him back at practice. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below as always. Thanks for watching.